So welcome to my toe-toe and one-footed spin recap tutorial. So basically what I want you guys to do, we're doing the exercise at the moment, and you're just going to go up on your toes, back on the flats of your wheels, so on your front two toes, and back down on your back wheel. And we're just basically just going to do this a couple times so you get a little bit more eased at being on your front toe wheels and back on your flats. And I want you to bend your knees. It's really important to keep bending your knees. So bend your knees up, bend your knees back to land, bend your knees up, bend your knees back to land. And I'm going around to show you all angles so you can see what my back of my skates are doing, and from the side and from the front. And then we'll bring us back to the front. So just I'm showing you what my body looks like when I'm actually doing this exercise, going up and down. This is really important because this is the beginning of you pivoting around, which is really important for a spin to be able to pivot. So now we're going to pivot around and bring our body around, and our hips and our feet. You're going to go up on your toes and then back down. You're going to bend.
On your toes and turn to your right. No, you're going to go pivot on your toes and turn. So what you have to do is bend your knees, pivot, turn. 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 And again, we'll go to the other side. Again, remember to go up on your toes, back and down, up on your toes, back down, up on your toes, back down, and pivot to your right. Oh, pivot, just pivot, sorry. Not supposed to say left or right. So pivot, again, pivot around again, but to the opposite direction. Remember to bend your knees up and down. This is toe-toe spin. Would be, you're going to be basically go on your toes and you're going to go back and forth on your toes, wide, back and forth, getting your balance. If your predominant leg is your right leg, then put your right leg forward and then your left leg, and you're going to be crossing. And if your predominant leg is your left leg, then you put your left leg forward and then your right leg behind, and you're going to cross it. Okay, then afterwards you're going to go small. So when you do this,
so I want you to practice the pump more than I'm showing on the video, because the little pump is very important for when you're getting your spin. So I really want you to practice the pump. It's right under you, and try to square yourself off in a box to be able to execute that move.
And then you can start again. And then you're going to basically be going wide and turning. So my right leg is going to be going wide, and I'm going to turn it around to my left. And when I do that, I'm turning.
So I want you to turn your ankles, and if you can't do this, that means you need to keep on practicing the pump. You need to keep on practicing your balance and be able to be on your toes. So then after that, then we're going to be practicing turning around.
And I keep on doing that until it becomes like a conveyor belt. Like what I've been saying all these other times. But for some people, they didn't understand it, but it might be more, you might be able to understand it more being on your toes and turning. This is like the conveyor belt. So then after that, I want you to practice having your arms out. So you're going to be turning, but with your arms out. And as high as you can, like a cross. So you can keep on turning, and then once you do that, and you get comfortable, 4 is the magic number, like I said before. 4 times. If you get 4 strong turns first, 4 strong turns with your arms out, like that's really what you want to be doing, like 4 strong ones. Not where you're 4, you're like this. 4 strong turns. Okay. So then you've got 4 strong turns. 4 strong turns when your arms are out and straight. And then from there, I want you to bring in your arms together and stop. So, like I said before, if you guys have bought my other video, it's basically like this. Your arms are out, and then you bring your arms together and you curve your arms. The reason why I want people to learn this is because afterwards you won't need to do this exercise to be able to get the curve, because you naturally, your shoulders will naturally just curve, or you would do another kind of stance where you start to G-full spin. So I'll give an example for this. It's basically out. So I'm turning and now I'm going to the G-full spin and I'm pumping as well. Go back to the little pump. The little pump is part of the spin as well. When you do and you bring your arms in and you still want to be able to move, you have to do the little pump. Because what happens is, a lot of people is that your arms go out, you'll bring yourself in and then you'll stop because you're like, oh my God, all that power, and you've stopped. But you need to continue with your feet, and that's how you continue to get the momentum. Like, I think that happened with Liberty earlier, where his arm was out, he brought it in, and he stopped you. But so you have to still continue, okay? And also try not to touch your belly, because it might just make you stop. So try to leave a gap where you'll feel like you'll feel the force as well. Another thing you guys can do is hug yourself like an X, but count to 4. 4 is the magic number. So it'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Take your time when you do this. Speed is not like key. Speed is the goal, but speed is not the reason why you're going to be able to get it. You can be slow. I can do this slow. Like, I'm doing this extra slow. It's the technique, okay? What other stuff? Arms. All right. So that was the pump and to bring in. Then once you kind of mastered that, then we're going to change stances, which is arms out. Then I want you to bring the arms behind your head and bring it up. So I'm going to show you behind. So arms out, straight, remember. Behind your head, bring up. I'm going to show you an example what it looks like afterwards. You're going to be going round. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But in a more bigger environment, I can do much more. But it helps you get onto, position yourself into be able to get into your one-footed spin. So one-footed spin, first you have to learn how to pivot on one foot and do the step. So north, east, south, west, step. And when you do this, you have to pivot on your toe, up on your toe like this. Also practicing things like this actually helps. So actually going up on your toe, back down, up on your toe, back down helps. Holding on your toes like this, where you hold and you just hold and you balance on your toe, helps. Rolling on your toe helps. So just rolling and going, rolling forward. But be careful and get a lot of space, please. What else? Yeah, that all helps you guys get that. So what I want you to do, we're going to be pivoting around north, east, south, west. Again, step with it. Step, step, step. And then you're going to do that twice to your left and twice to your right. So now we'll go to our right. Step, 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 step. Okay, so that is 90 degrees, and then we're going to do 180. So okay, so now...
And now we're going to drill it. North, east, south, west, pivots. We're going to keep on drilling them until we get them, okay?
Okay, so when you do this, I want you to make sure that you're bending your knees and you're also having your feet, your skate flat when you land back. So you're going to pivot on your front toe wheels and you're going to turn your body around, and then once you reach, you're going to put your foot, both your feet are going to be flat down. So your predominant leg that's moving, the pivoting, that's already going to be up on its toe, then down flat. And then your right leg's going to be up from the ground and then back on the floor, safe, okay? So let's do this. We're going to go round, north, east, south, west. So 5, 4, 1, back down. As you can see, take your time. 2, back down. Take your time. 3, back down. Lovely. Keep going. We're going to go around again. 1, 2, 3, 4. To the face. Alright, lovely. Now we're going to change legs, okay? So we're going to go around twice. Again, We're going to be on our front toes, back to the flat. You're going to put your other leg up in the sky and then down to the ground. Great, let's go. 1, back down. 2, back down. 3, back down. 4, back down. Back around. 1, back down. 2, back down. 3, back down. 4, back down.
And now we're going to do 180.
Facing the wall. Face the camera, face the wall. Step. Face the camera, face the wall. Well, that's the camera. But then again, we're going to do it again. Step, step. And then the other leg. Wall, camera.
And now we are going to drill it. We're going to drill it now.
Before, if you can't do the 180 pivot, I would like you just to keep on doing the north, east, south, west, and keep practicing that and get the drills up until you feel like you can do the 180. If you feel like you can do the 180, let's go for it. Okay, so let's go 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 up, turn back down. Lovely. Keep going again. 1 up, turn back down. Again, and like I showed you, you're going to go up on your, okay, and take your time, be careful. Again, we're going to go again. 1 up, down. 1 up, down. 1 up, down. 1 up, down. Lovely. Now the other leg. 180. Be careful. This is not your stronger way, so you're most likely gonna you might hurt yourself. So make sure that you have your wrist guards and your knee guards, and you're very safe, and that your floor's not too wet. 180. 1. Back down. 2. Back down. 1. Back down. 2. Lovely. Keep going. Keep going. We'll go one more time. 1, 2. Alright, so now I want you to, we're going to do 360. But when you do the 360, because you need the momentum, but also what will help you, if you still get the 180, that's alright, because remember you're getting 180, you're going to eventually get to the 360, so don't feel bad about it either. So when you want to get to 360, if you're coming from the right, you're going to bring that power, you're going to bend your knee and you're going to bring it around, okay? So you're going to bend, down. Bend your knees as well when you land. So again, we're going to bend, bring up, down. If you feel a little bit like you're uneased, okay? Now we're going to do the other leg. So again, if we're going to come from the left, we're going to bring that power from the left to the right. Remember, a lot of this is with your shoulders as well. So then again, bring up, woo, and then he drops down. Alright, again, bring up, and again, and then he drops. So this is not my strong side. So if you can get both sides, then that's alright. We'll do it one more time because that was not good. Bang, that was not good. What is going on? It doesn't matter. But anyways.
And now we drill it. We drill it to kill it. Let's go.
Leg, okay? So, like we before, we were pivoting around and around. I want you to hold your foot into the position while you turn your whole body around. Be very careful when you do this because you will most likely might drop. And if you do feel like you are going to drop, I want you to continue doing the 180 pivots and the north, east, south, west pivots. If you feel like you can do a full 360 pivot, then let's go for it. Alright, let's go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Make sure you bend your knees. Round, back down. Lovely. Let's go again. Remember to, what's it called again? Make sure your shoulder is going in the direction you want to go. So if you are turning and your right leg is the one that's going up, then you're going to your left. If your left leg is the one going up, you are turning to your right. Remember this, wherever you go, so if I'm going there, that's where my knee's going. If I'm going there, that's where my knee's going, okay? It's not going to be that you're going to go outwards. You're going inside, not outside, okay? You're going inside, not outside. Let's go again. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bend. Up, down, lovely. The way you see the way I just put my legs? I'm back in the stance. I want your legs to be nice and straight and in a triangle position, and that's where you'll be safe, okay? Let's go again. Remember to bend your knees when you come back. So bend your knees when you come back. Let's go again. Other direction. Bend, up, down. Lovely. Let's go again. Other direction. Bend, up, down. Okay, let's keep the same direction. Bend, up, down. Remember, keep that leg up, and even if you feel like it, you can pivot it 2 times. So you can be like 1, 2. Okay, let's try to do that now. Let's go to the two pivots. Keep that leg up before you do the second pivot. So it will be 1, keep leg up, 2 down. Okay, let's go. 1 up, 2 down. Let's go again. 1 up, 2 down. One more time. 1 up, 2 down. Great. Let's change legs, okay? Okay, so bend. 1, 2. Ooh, that was a little bit difficult for me because it's not my normal side, but I'm still practicing with you. Okay, let's go again. 1, 2. See the way I had to lean? So if you have to use your weight distribution, then use it. If you need to lean more to one side, then use it. Okay, let's go one more time. Bend, 1, 2. Lovely. All right, great, that's great. So then from there, you can do 1 360, and then what I want you to do is practice putting your leg behind you like this and do the stance. You can do this without your skates in the mirror, and then, so you're going to do the 360, then you can practice a little bit where you're pivoting, and you kind of like do a 360 turn, but you put your leg up there when you kind of get a little more balanced of doing it. But placing your leg right above your calf and having your boot here is the perfect position. But remember, having your arms out for your balance. And then from there is when you kick and you bring it round. This takes a while for you to get this particular move, but this is where you wind up your 1-footed spin to get the momentum. So when I spin, that's how I get that. Keep on getting it, do you understand? Kick out, I'll wind myself in. That was nice, Kelly. But that's how you kind of like, that's how you kind of like do it. So you have to kick out, bring in. Alright, so you have to practice that, and that takes a little bit. You have to keep on practicing. Everything is practice, practice, practice. You're gonna fall. You have to breathe. Number 4 is your like magic number. Thinking parallel, thinking curves, and breathing and taking chances is the only way you're going to be able to get this 1-footed spin, and especially the G-force thing. Alright? Think when you do most of these stances, try and remember not to bring it down. Don't bring it down. Cause alright, so sometimes when I spin, a lot of guys, when you guys see me, sometimes I don't do my arm stuff because I already got the technique, okay? So sometimes I don't do the arm stuff because I already know how I can make my shoulder make it do it. Yeah, but if you guys learn how to do it correctly, then you will be able to do what I'm doing right now, where I can just spin and not put my arms up. I can just be like this. But that wasn't great, but you get what I mean? Like, I can do things like that.
Hi, I want to thank everyone that's purchased this video. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.